Greetings travelers, I'm Khryztof and this is Travel the World. Today I'm going to talk about the home of the EU, Brussels, Belgium. We went to Belgium in part because I saw an episode of Rick Steves' Europe where he went to Brussels, and also because I had an acquaintance / Facebook friend named Jeremy who lived there. I met Jeremy through our mutual friend Emily, who met him in Belgium a few years earlier. Jeremy had come to San Diego to visit her, and I had become Facebook friends with him. If we become Facebook friends, chances are I'll probably ask to crash on your couch at some point in life. But at the same token, you could always sleep on my couch in San Diego. We later found out that Jeremy was the most epic host of all time, because while we thought he was letting us stay in his guest room, he really gave up his bed while he slept on the couch. What a frickin' saint. Jeremy had to work that day, so after leaving his apartment, we came out to the main street until we made it to the Museum of War. We continued on until we came upon the Brussels Palace and took some photos. Then took a walk through the Parc de Brussels Warandi Park, which was built to look like a large Illuminati symbol. We continued walking, and in the distance we saw the Saint Michel and Saint Gaudens cathedrals. We took a walk around the church, and strangely we saw what looked like a designated spot for public urination. There wasn't anyone currently using the latrine, but it was unique to see a place for homeless to relieve themselves in public. We arrived at the Grand Place, where we met back up with Jeremy. He was standing in front of a house with a swan on it, and he said that when Karl Marx wrote the Communist Manifesto, he was living in that house. Jeremy pointed out the house that Victor Hugo lived in facing the Grand Place. Across the plaza was the Brussels Town Hall, where Jeremy pointed out the window and the tower that faced the wrong way. The hall was built in 2 phases. When it was extended in the second phase, there wasn't enough space to mirror the current structure to make it completely symmetrical. On the north tower, a window was supposed to be facing towards the plaza, but it was built with a window facing the south wing of the building. The architect was so upset about the mishap that it's rumored that he jumped off the tower and killed himself. We followed Jeremy down the narrow streets of Brussels. We dashed down quick alleys on the cobbled streets, a right down this way, a left around this corner, and instantly we were at the Delirium Cafe, a bar so popular that it bought every bar on the street. It's like a beer archive with over 2,000 beers available for purchase. On certain lists, it's ranked the best bar in the world. Across the sidewalk, we saw a girl pissing statue, who according to Jeremy is the sister of the famous mannequin Piss. Jeremy told us that we could drink the best beer in the world in a bar only a few minutes away. The Trappist Westvletern is very rare outside of Belgium, and only a few bars in Belgium actually do have it, so we headed to the place that stocked it. We dashed through a few alleyways and then came to a small archway and down some stairs to a bar called Au Bon Vieux Temps. Jeremy took us on another trip through the streets, then stopped and pointed. We looked to the left and we saw the 18-inch tall mannequin Piss. It's a small boy made of bronze pissing into a fountain. When special dignitaries are in town, the statue is dressed in different little suits based on their nationality. One of the most epic things about my stop in Belgium was the sandwich that I had at a local deli where Jeremy ate lunch every day. I ordered a tuna sandwich and they asked me if I wanted shredded carrots on top. I'd never had it, but when in Brussels, let me just say, it was awesome. One thing is for certain, the next time you have a tuna sandwich without shredded carrots, you're going to be missing out. Well, that's all for my trip to Brussels. Stay tuned for my trip to Bruges in northern Belgium. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. For my full stories, go to traveltheworld.com. Remember, keep traveling, and remember to spread love around the world.